everyone, and good Monday evening. It's 21 News Chief Meteorologist Eric Wilhelm. It's the Valley's most in-depth, detailed, geeky weather forecast video here on the 8th day of February. It's a very, very active winter pattern with cold temperatures, a storm track that's going to be favorable for us to see more snow events, although nothing major in the next few days. But certainly it'll be enough to keep us on our toes. In the meantime, wanted to look back, as I often do at the top of these videos, at the past. And 2 years ago, boy, that was nice. Record high of 58 degrees on today's date back in 2019. Just goes to show you it doesn't have to be cold in early February. But while the winter as a whole has been pretty mild, we've had cold weather lately, and since the beginning of the year, while January was pretty consistently mild, we didn't see those big abnormal temperature jumps like we did 2 years ago back in the 50s. And we've even had some 60 and even 70 degree days in January and early February over the last handful of years. But so far this year, the warmest temperature we've had at the airport back in January was 47. That makes it the lowest, warmest temperature that we've seen from the start of the year through February 8th since 1977. That is the last time that through today's date we had a lack of warmth to this extent. By the way, that winter of 76 into 77, we reeled off 45 consecutive days with highs below freezing. A month and a half from late December through mid-February, or early February, in which the temperature did not get above freezing. Those were some nasty winters back in the 70s, that is for sure. All right, Arctic air is really putting its stranglehold on a lot of North America. Check out these late afternoon, early evening temperatures across the prairies of Canada, and these readings are actually a little bit better than they were 24 or 48 hours ago. And the cold Arctic air is plowing south. Look at the temperature difference between Oklahoma City and Dallas this evening. It's 21 in OKC, 58 in Dallas, and 73 in Austin. In Texas, that's what they call a blue norther, where the Arctic air comes plowing in from the north. So while it's cold around here, it's 22. It's not as bad as it is off to our west, where it's 12 in Chicago and 3 below zero in Minneapolis. All right, so we've had a little bit of snow on the radar for the last few hours, but it's been not much more than flurries or even just virga, precipitation evaporating before reaching the ground. The more substantial snow is this stuff out here between Indianapolis and Louisville and Cincinnati. This is what's going to kind of graze us as we go through the night tonight, and because of the northeastward trajectory of that steadier snow, there are winter weather advisories out for the I-70 corridor from Dayton to Columbus to Cambridge and Zanesville, heading over towards Wheeling, the Pittsburgh area. The winter weather advisories do not include our television viewing area. All right, so how are things going to progress as we go through the night? Not much in the way of impactful weather for the next couple of hours, 7, 8, 9 o'clock. But as we head towards 11 o'clock, midnight, I think the snow is going to start to come down and stick in our southern viewing area. Farther north you are, you have very few worries, I think, for the night tonight, but heading down towards Lisbon and Hanoverton and East Palestine, and especially down towards Wellsville and Calcutta, East Liverpool, Rogers, I think you're going to have enough snow to make for some travel headaches overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. The snow will taper off fairly early in the day tomorrow. Whatever snow is out there early tomorrow morning, again, fades away pretty quickly, a few flurries through midday, then some sunny breaks for the afternoon. All right, as far as how much snow to expect, this is for kind of the heart of our viewing area, so consider this model spread to be Mahoning County, southern Trumbull, southern Mercer. We have a pretty good model agreement here of around an inch worth of snow, and I think that will be, I think that's a best case scenario if you're a snow lover in that area. So I would include, again, a lot of Mahoning County, a lot of Trumbull and Mercer in that. You jump down to East Liverpool and look how the models jump. And so we have a lot of models here that are spitting out between 2 and 3 inches or so worth of snow down towards the Ohio River in southern Columbiana County. So this is our snow map. Again, an inch at best, I think, in Youngstown and Warren and Niles and Girard and Ellsworth and Austintown. The amounts will increase as you go off to the south, an inch or 2, Salem, Columbiana, Hanoverton, Lisbon, and then 2 or even 3 or so down towards the Ohio River, and maybe as far north as Rogers and Nagley, and over in eastern parts of Lawrence, maybe far southeastern Mercer, you get grazed by enough snow to pick up maybe 2, 2.5, 3. All right, so we get a break in the action for a lot of Wednesday. I mentioned this is an active, busy storm track. We're going to get grazed again, I think, late Wednesday and into Wednesday night. Much like tonight's system, this will be primarily focused in the south. The farther north you are, you might, completely miss out on this late Wednesday night, but again, south of Route 30 especially, and into the West Virginia Panhandle. This may be enough to, give a couple of fresh inches and some travel headaches Wednesday night, early Thursday. Then another break in the action for a lot of the day Thursday before snow probably tries to return for Thursday night. So let's switch sources here, go over to the European model. And here's the weather map for Thursday morning, midday, afternoon, and then getting into the evening and overnight. Again, it's not all the snow in the world. It's probably heavier to our south. Maybe D.C., Baltimore, places like that get a lot of snow out of this. For us, we're on the northern fringes, but it may be just enough to cause some travel headaches Thursday night, Friday morning. So one tonight, one Wednesday night, another Thursday night. All three in the grand scheme of things, fairly minor. As we head towards the weekend, European model has a system gaining strength towards the East Coast, but a little too late to give us much in the way of significant snow. But maybe we get a quick thump late Saturday night, Sunday morning. Either way, it's probably going to be a windy, nasty Valentine's Day on Sunday. Notice our isobars here, lines of equal pressure, all those black lines. They're packed pretty closely together, so that does not look like a lot of fun for Valentine's Day. So you'll get the computer model blend here, blending together several sources and coming up with an average temperature-wise for the next week. Looks like now the coldest weather is probably going to be Valentine's Day into Sunday night, Monday morning. It seems like I've been kind of punting what I've been saying is going to be the coldest weather for about a week now. Originally, it looked like it'd be the middle of this week. Then it looked like it'd be the end of this week. And now it looks like it's going to be sometime over the weekend. The ridge over the southeastern U.S., or more so over the Bahamas and Cuba, is still influencing the pattern enough that the true Arctic air just is having a hard time getting a foothold so far south and east that we get into the stuff that Chicago's getting into right now. But by the weekend, the models are, advertising that we will turn a little bit colder. All right, how long is this cold snap going to last? Boy, I don't see a lot of favorable things if you're wishing for some warmth in the longer range. Some of the modeling last week had some warm signals or warmer signals for the end of February, but tonight's long-range European model, temperature anomalies, I'm rolling forward into late February here, and while it's probably not as cold, it's not a warm-looking pattern. And then rolling forward into March, you just don't see spring doing its thing very quickly here, early in March, on this particular run of the long-range European, the American CFS, Climate Forecast System model. A lot of blue on the weather map through February, and then you fast forward to March, and this is the overall March temperature anomaly map. It's advertising that winter's going to hold on into March. I, for one, hope it's wrong. And I know last week I talked about some modeling showing a flip in March. But, today's only February the 8th. We're going to see these model flips, no doubt, going forward until we get a little bit closer to the start of the new month. But right now, things, on the models tonight are looking pretty cold for the rest of meteorological winter and perhaps even into early in meteorological spring. Thank you for watching Weather Geeks tonight. I'll have a full update on the snow and what to expect for your morning commute tonight on 21 News at 11. See you back here for more Weather Geeky action on Tuesday.